Welcome back everyone, and this is your restorative yoga practice today for deep tissue muscle tension release. We worked so hard entire week and I'm so proud of you, and it's a good practice to restore and to recover your body inside out. So let's begin this session, guys, all the way seated with a crisscross legs up front of our body. And let's begin by setting a gentle loving intentions for this practice. Close your eyes and keep your eyes soft and relaxed. Take a deep breath in, inhalation through the nose, and exhalation through the nose as well. Let's set an intention not to compare, not to judge, just speak with ourselves with a loving, positive words of affirmation. Just flow, explore, and enjoy every single second of this practice. And with that, let's open our eyes and reach our arms all the way up, guys. Reach all the way toward the ceiling, toward the sky. And on exhalation, take your one arm all the way on the side and stretch your bodies with the lateral side. So we're doing today a little bit longer holds for the deep tissue tension release in our muscles. But before we begin that, I want to wake up our bodies a little bit so we can let the blood flow start to go, so our stretches flow much more easier. And let's do one more time on each side, this time a little bit farther behind. And one more, guys, a little bit further behind as well. And let's go ahead and bring our both hands right up front of our knees, and we will continue with the seated cat and cow. What a great flow to wake up the lower back and to start the blood flow. Lazy Sunday doesn't have to be completely lazy, and I can tell you, if I don't do anything, sometimes very seldom, maybe during the holidays, I always regret that, because when you move a little bit, you can take a walk, a bike ride, a restorative yoga class, everything works. You feel much better. And let's go ahead and do just a couple more, guys. Inhalation, exhalation. Close your eyes if you want. Try to feel your body flowing all the way through. And one more, guys. Excellent. So let's go ahead and take our one arm all the way behind the opposite knee. Lengthen and sit up and tall. Stretch through the side, and let's exactly do the same from the other direction. Nice and tall, look behind the shoulder. Excellent. And let's go ahead, guys, and begin this practice with our gentle deer pose. So what we're going to do, we're going to set our feet a little bit closer to the base here. If you want to take them farther, it's a little bit more challenging for your hips, so I would recommend you to set them a little bit closer to the base. Then you will take and rotate your shoulders towards the front. And we begin our first longer hold today. It's not going to be too long, it's not going to be like our yin practice, but we just try to stay a little bit longer so the muscles can relax and restore a little bit deeper. So you can put your forehead, you can use your blocks, you can go ahead and take your arms all the way up front. I want you just to rest, and you don't have to go overly deep here, but I want your belly be right on that leg, or if it's not, then rise up a little bit higher. And let's look inside our body for this first hold and start to let go of the tension. Tension, we all know invites just more tension, and it's not good for the body. So we want to make a conscious choice to relax, to restore, to let go of that tension and discomfort. And if you need, guys, to rise up a couple times, just like I'm doing right now, go ahead and do it, and then dive down a little bit deeper. We definitely want to relax our ankles, our knees, both ankles, our hips, lower back,
And we definitely continue to breathe. Slow inhalation through the nose, exhalation through the nose, and try to extend your exhalation because normally it's a little bit shorter than your inhalation. Come on up, guys. Very nice. And before we will go for the deer pose from the other side, we're gonna do the cow face pose since we're already here. So for the beginners, it might be just that your foot is on the floor up here, maybe even up here, not even behind your knee. But if you're doing the full variation, then we try to stack our one knee above another, and this leg was behind in your deer pose, and the bottom leg, it was a front leg. So the farther your ankles away from the base of the body, that's a little bit more challenging for the hips. We begin by sitting nice and tall without doing anything else. Let's close our eyes, and again, you don't have to go for the full variation of cow face pose. Just do what you can today. Anything is good, just as long as you're working step by step on your flexibility. It will get better, there is no question. Just the consistency, consistency, and consistency. Taking a deep breath in, and on exhalation, let your body tension go away. And if there is any tension in your knees, guys, in your ankles, in your hips, just simply send your exhalation right there and observe what's happening. It's always better to observe with our eyes closed because it's a less turbulence from outside, less disruption. Take a deep breath, and on exhalation, guys, you can decide to stay up here or you can go a little bit farther with me. We're going to take our hands up front and just dive down for a little bit deeper hold. If you can't, relax here with your arms up front because it's much more significant tension on your knees and your hips. So I would recommend you guys to come back to where we've been. We have only just a few extra inhalations and exhalations to work with. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's slowly, guys, coming back up, and I'm gonna go for the deer pose for the other side. Go ahead and put your other leg up front. Remember, the farther the feet of the base of the body, a little bit more challenging. We're gonna take our shoulders to the front corners of your mat, to your ankle, to your knee, and we making a movement, the motion to put the belly right on top on that inner thigh, on this leg which is up front. And you don't have to go and lay down fully, you can stay up here, fist, blocks, maybe using your pillow today, and just, guys, continue to work towards relaxation. So if you can put your forehead on the floor or in the hands, that's great. And if you need to rise up for a couple times to readjust your position because your body asking you to do that, don't sit still. I want you to move. I want you to evolve in your asana and be alive there. Take a deep breath in and send your exhalation all of the places when it's really needed. Taking a deep breath in. And on exhalation, find some kind, loving words of affirmation which you hasn't been telling yourself for a long time. Maybe how strong you are, maybe how dedicated you are, right? And again, if you have to rise up, you feel that your body asking you for a little bit deeper movement into the hips, into the back, then go ahead and rise up and then dive back down. So again, maybe you're strong, you're dedicated, you had a really good consistency in your workouts, and I want you guys to be proud of yourself. Acknowledge it and
and bring it to the awareness of your body. Alright, let's slowly come on back up, guys. And go ahead and take your back leg to your cow face pose. Again, you don't have to go all the way through. Just as I said, it can be just halfway, and one side is always different from the other, so be careful, practice with awareness. And what I also want to say, if you couldn't do the one side fully, it doesn't mean you won't be able to do another side. You might be. It might be a little bit more straight than your other. So we will begin with both hands on your ankles. And just take in a deep breath in, close your eyes. On exhalation, let all the tension go. Gomukhasana can be a challenging asana, so if you need to come out a little bit earlier, guys, and then maybe readjust, massage your feet, massage your knees, and then come back, definitely do it. Don't sit there with a discomfort. Readjust it for the more simple position as well if you have to. Let's continue to keep our eyes closed right now. Back to inside, back to awareness, back to observation. Ask yourself, are you relaxed right now fully? Are you feeling happy? What do you need to do if you're not feeling happy right now? Maybe you need to breathe, maybe you need to smile, because the inner state of the body, the physiology, changing right away when we put a physical smile on our face. Let's go ahead and do a good quality inhalation. If you will decide to go to the front up here, go ahead. And if not, that's also absolutely good. You don't have to. We take in just a few extra breaths here. In through the nose, out through that nose. And then slowly, take your time, guys. Come on back up. Undo your legs. And we will extend our legs all the way through. So we're gonna go for a few seated forward folds in the different variations. Before we do that, let's lift our glutes and just pull them a little bit out from the body. That's going to help us to open a hip flexor, which is also going to help us to open, as a result, lower back. So if you're a beginner or you do have some back knees injuries, you can bend, guys, your knees and just bring them even, or even can prop it with your pillow underneath. If you don't have injuries, try to use the strap or towel if you have some to wrap around your feet. If you can try to, you can just simply stay a little bit higher up here. Just make sure you don't stay without support. Keep your hands on the floor, on your legs. In seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana requires some time. So we begin where we begin. And again, close your eyes, it's much easier to connect and to reconnect with your body. Flow, my friends. Rise up above your legs and then gently go back down for another extra breath. Don't feel stiff unless your body completely relaxed, and it's so natural for you to stay in one position without movement and you just hearing your breath. You can do that then, but all I'm asking you to be attentive and to listen to your body. And if your body wants to move a little bit up and down here and there, please do that, guys. We will benefit much more from that. Listening, breathing, readjusting, and relaxing. Remember, relaxation is a skill, it's a choice, it's what we practice. Relaxation on demand. By bringing attention to the different body parts and letting them melt. Your toes have no tension, your feet, your knees, your elbows. And let's slowly start to rise up, guys, very nice. Go ahead and take your one foot closer to the base. Now it doesn't have to be as close, but do what you can. We're gonna go, guys, for the seated forward fold in this basic Lord of the Fishes, but you can also come with me with the bind. But if your shoulders and arms and back doesn't feel comfortable, I want you just to keep your hands on the floor. Let's lengthen in the spine, and we fold in forward all together. Taking a deep breath in, and on exhalation, let all the tension from your body go. And we go back to those loving, nurturing, uplifting words of affirmation. Just like we feed our body with a healthy, nurturing foods, hopefully, the foods which contribute to our health, not the ones those take the health away and contribute to the illness, but those nurturing foods, fruits and vegetables and grains and legumes, good amount of water, healthy supplements if you take some. The same thing for the mind. We need and we want to feed our mind with a loving, nurturing, uplifting words of affirmation. And let's slowly start to come back up, open your eyes if your eyes were closed. And we're ready to switch the sides, guys. Again, you don't have to do the bind. You just can go ahead and put your hands up front. And if you come in with me, then we would simply take it one arm behind, another arm catching up. You can also use a strap or towel. And all we're gonna do, we're going to put our forehead on that leg. And we go back to the slow pace relaxation. So we're bringing attention to our own body. And we back to those nurturing, loving, uplifting, healing words of affirmation. Every single morning when you get up and start your day, whether you're working out in the mornings or in the evenings, it doesn't really matter. Just again, we start the day by setting an intention of having great, productive, healthy day ahead of us, filled up with a good positive energy, with a lot of smiles, with a lot of amazing people around us. And that's how we start. And then through the day, as it's going by, as the things happening, we noticing and acknowledge good things happening to us. That's very, very important. Let's hold this for just a breath or two, guys. Take your deep breath in and come out of your hold. And it's a good practice to remind ourselves to be grateful for the days, right? For everything what happens to us. Let's go ahead and bring our both feet outside for our Virasana today. We're gonna hold Virasana, and then I will take you guys on your back so we can continue to relax the tension, laying down on the floor for the good nurturing asanas. If you can't sit in your hero pose, all you have to do is to put blocks or pillows underneath your bottom and the seat, and sometimes you would need to have a couple pillows here. And we begin here just seated, just like we did with our Gomukhasana, and then we will progress a little bit lower. So let's go ahead and close our eyes. It doesn't have to be any perfect seated position in your hero pose in order to benefit from this. Hips store a lot of energy, and we want to work on them. And let's take a good quality inhalation. Expand your belly, guys. And on exhalation, let the tension go from your shoulders, from your neck, from your eyes, eyelids, and the forehead, and even your jaw, and even your teeth can be really tense. Taking a deep breath in. And on exhalation, slowly, if you will, go ahead and dive a little bit deeper. You don't have to. You can continue, guys, to sit where you are, or you can actually come out of the virasana if you have to. It can be a very challenging hold if you don't have any props, but with the pillows and blocks, it becomes very, very doable. So you keep working on it, you improve, and that's going to affect, guys, your lower back as well. Let's take another breath or two, and we will slowly start to come back up, guys. Go ahead and undo those legs, and take your time to make your transfer on your back. Here we will begin with the bound angle. Now that could be a little bit challenging for the people who don't practice it a lot. So what you can do, you can put two big pillows underneath both sides, underneath your knees, and that's going to resolve the problem of discomfort in the hips. Let's put our hands on our belly, and we will come back right now to our nurturing, loving, uplifting, healing, grateful words of affirmation for ourselves and of course for others. By giving it to people, by gifting, by showering people with kind, loving words, you not only making their life better, and you might change the life. You might say today and they will remember a year from now, but you also changing your life. What comes around, what goes around, comes around. Just like we feed our body with nurturing, loving words of affirmation, we want to cleanse our body from toxins by feeding our body with a good nurturing food, which helps us to cleanse. But the same comes to the mind. We want to cleanse our mind from anything what doesn't serve us. Any anger, anxiety, discontent, envy, jealousy, impatience, all it does is poisons our being, poisons our bodies, poisons our thoughts, then as a result will reflect on our health in the physical body. And let's slowly start to bring our both knees together. Good quality hold, my friends. So set your feet a little bit wider and put your one foot underneath, and you can keep it just like this, or you can go ahead and take your other leg on top for the cat tail pose. You can also put your other hand on top of the knee and then readjust your body for the comfortable position on the floor. Take your deep breath in and a deep breath out. We just give it a few extra nurturing inhalations and exhalations. Look inside your body and find that one body part which feels the best right now. Maybe that's your hand, your foot, maybe that's your shoulder, I don't know. And try to spread that feel-good sensation through your entire body, from the toes to the fingertips. Isn't it an amazing feeling? And you can do it anytime you want through the day. Anytime you have a challenging events going on in your life, maybe some unpleasant situation to deal with, you can create your own state of mind and body, inside out, almost instantly. Let's go ahead and slowly come out, and we will switch the position of the cat tail pose. So we're going to take your other foot underneath, and that can be it, and put your other knee right on top, and just guys go ahead and hold it up here, or grab your ankle if you wish. Make a few readjustments so it's comfortable for you to hold. And again, start to come back to your inner state. And if your mind is still busy and telling you what you can't and what you can do, and telling you that you have to go somewhere later, do something, prove something to others or towards ourselves, just always remember, mind is just a tool. It's a servant to your being. We can't let the mind to be the superior in your own being a slave. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and again we recognize that it's a superior human being ability to observe our own mind, which tells us that it's only one very important part of our being. It's a great tool to go through the days, to make daily choices and decisions, but there is a greater power within each and every one of us. And let's slowly undo this cat tail pose all together, guys. Go ahead and bring your knees towards your belly. Gently press on top of the ankles or shins. And if you want just to hold your legs for a couple breaths up over your hips, you can do that, or just dive with me or a quick short halasana hold. And it doesn't have to be a full one. If you have your sofa in your house, you can put your legs on the sofa, you can put the pillow underneath your feet. Just any way you can prop yourself and feel comfortable, so you don't count the seconds until you come out from your plow pose. That's a great tension release for the back. And let's give it, guys, another inhalation, exhalation, and slowly start to release your hips back on the floor. Put your hands on top on your feet. Happy baby pose. Draw your tailbone towards the floor. And let's slowly crisscross our feet and come up to the position where we started today. Close your eyes, guys, and reach up over your head. Invite anything you want to invite in your life: vitality, health, healing, love, transformation, wealth, abundance, anything you desire, or all together, because anything is possible. Draw your both hands up front of your heart. Cultivate a lot of gratitude and positive energy inside that heart. Prepare to share that with others. Open your eyes. Radiate the kindness, the gratitude, the love inside out. Share your smile with others, guys, and flow through the rest of this day with unshakable love and peace inside. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this restorative yoga practice today for the body, for the mind, and for the soul. So if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure to subscribe so you never miss your daily workouts with us. That's what we do. We work hard during the week, and on Sundays we always restore and recover together. So everyone, leave me a comment down below. Maybe you have some bright thoughts after this practice. Please share it with me. I love to read your comments. Recover well. Get ready for the challenging week ahead. I will see you all tomorrow. Namaste.